Yeah.
All right, Sarah,
All right, we are back here. I'm not sure what you saw, but we had a technical issue there, but we're back in action and we are live, folks. Hartland up 1-0 here, and Hartland just got a penalty, so Rice is man up here, down 1-0 early in this one.
Hey, Noah, come, Brandon.
There's a cut inside, shot right into the goaltender as Hunter could not find the back of the net.
4, 3, 2, 1, please.
And that will be a killing of the penalty, a long pass there by Hartland. And that's going to be a loose ball push on the Warriors. That'll be Hartland ball. Hartland, very talented team.
Hey, don't walk through it. Hey, guys, we have to have a crease guy there. You guys were just open.
Hartland with it here, up 1-0 as we. A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful afternoon for lacrosse, folks. That's a good check there. Oh, that's going to be late, and the Brother Rice coaching staff will not be happy with that one, folks. Coach Ajay has already made his bones with the officials today in a couple of things going on, but it's going to be a push with possession. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30-second man up here for Hartland, leading 1-0. Warriors had a good look on the inside. Hunter Plonky could not find the net, and the Warriors now are going to get a turnover here as that'll be over and back. And that'll be over and back, and the Warriors should pick up the ball right here and should get a quick restart here up at the top. 33 for the Warriors is Sam Klein, sophomore. And now Hartland is going to come in double 5-4 on the inside. Oh, a good take there by Klein, but unfortunately the goaltender found that in the back of his stick. It's almost like you're on the sideline, folks. Hopefully you can hear me fine. There's a pass in the middle of the field. Ball is loose. Klein will scoop that one. Sam Klein seeing increased action today as Lance Williams was a late scratch today. I believe it was a tender knee that caused that. 38 is Eck to Rivers. Rivers fires. Shot there. No call there for the Warriors as Eck was shooting and no push. Or was that Klein? That was Klein. Check that. Here's Dudley with it. Number 9. Tough angle. Dudley. Easy save for the goaltender as the angle was not the best. Warriors now get a turnover here, and they've got action here as Plonky's got it, and Plonky scores! Hunter Plonky unassisted at 7:27 here in the first to tie it up at 1. So the Warriors get a much-needed goal there to tie this one up in a feeling out first quarter, as I'd like to call it. I think emotions are very high. We get another possession infraction by the Warriors. Tommy Campo is the Warriors face-off specialist, and I can hear some chirping amongst the participants as they come off the field. 7:09 remaining here in the first, 1-1. Hartland got an early goal. Warriors, a couple of good opportunities at the other end, finally found the back of the net with Hunter Plonky. Hartland turnover, there's Eck on defense, fires it back behind at X. That's Bo Lockwood, the stellar player for Hartland. Consensus All-State He's going to take it to the inside. He's going to be in the crease. And the Warriors will pick up a turnover here with 6:36 remaining in the first. Emotions very high here. You can hear it in the background, folks, as the Warriors are going to try to clear here, as believe that's offside. That is offside for Hartland, and they're going to get the call there, even though the official who was standing near there did not see it, but they will get the call. We've got a delayed offside here. There's feet inside. Plunkett. Dudley flies. Flop, 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 Plunkett. And so the Warriors will take a 2-1 lead here on Hartland. And as you can see, as I mentioned, a little feeling out there as Hartland, 2 games early this season, an 18-0 victory over Romeo in Hartland's opener, and then they defeated Midland 15-7 a few days later to start the season. So, early season test really for both clubs.
Let's get this 1-6. Come on. Let's go, baby.
Brother Rice traveled down to Indiana Tech, home of the Warriors, doing a great job down there at Indiana Tech. And they defeated Hamilton Southeastern in their first game, then came back with a Catholic League victory over De La Salle. Then a tough loss Thursday evening in what we like to call Cleveburg. And their Klein scores!
Here we go.
Sam I Am Klein takes a pass. A lot of open space there for the Warriors, as Hartland is not enjoying allowing so much green space to the Warriors, and the Warriors will take a 3-1 lead. Sam Klein, another sophomore, so we've got a little sophomore action going on here for the Warriors, as Sam Klein and Mr. Plunkett showing some grit out here. Many injuries for the Warriors. The Warriors missing 4 Division I commitments. Warriors the ball on that one, as the Fogo for Hartland was too anxious and rambunctious in his face-off prowess. 5:35 remaining here. You can see on the scoreboard, Warriors lead at 3-1. This is Bobby Rayom. Rayom up top there. 32 is Eck. I'm sorry, that's Josh Schlackman. Check that. Shot there. Connor Borskowitz. Connor had a hat trick down against Ignatius. Here's a Rivers. Dipsy-doo, little skip-a-doo-doo. And Rivers, I think we may get a timeout here from Hartland, as the Warriors have gone 4 unanswered to take a 4-1 lead. And I can hear the Hartland players commenting about why is their name scaring them. That could be just again, it's nerves. I mean, these are young kids, haven't played in a year, totally understandable. You saw the same somewhat expression from the Warriors down in St. Ignatius under the lights in Cleveland against a quality opponent. We're going to get a loose ball, or we're going to get something. We're going to get a penalty on the Warriors here. Penalty on the Warriors here, as Hartland will go man up. Jackson Manelli with the push with possession will give the Eagles a needed man-up opportunity here to stop the Warrior onslaught in a 4-1 game.
Right here, go ahead.
Hartland dangerous offensively. We'll cut her on the inside, feet up top there. 25 is that Brandon Clemens again, who's got the lone goal for Hartland. He'll be attending Michigan and continue his lacrosse and education next year in Ann Arbor. 23 is Joey Mafford. Got another penalty here for the Warriors. I didn't see what the call was, but unfortunately for the Warriors, they only have 4 players, while Hartland has 6. You can hear him count it down here, folks. Shot there, and that'll score. As Charlie Anderson, Mr. Anderson, scores for Hartland to chop the lead 4-2. Charlie Anderson, number 51 for Hartland, takes the score 4-2. So Warriors had the momentum going, and then 2 costly penalties led to that man-up goal for Hartland. Temperature a balmy 69 degrees according to my own meteorologist experience. Sunny. Oh, there's my crack staff, Mr. Fortino, whose son is not playing. There's a straight off wind. That's going to cascade into the Warrior faithful. Reagan Plashby for Heartland. Great win, but unfortunately could not connect on the pass to obtain possession. And now the Warriors, you got Ag. That's a push in the back with possession. That'll be a flag on Hartland. Now we've got another flag from the other side. Lots of emotion going on here.
They can't keep up.
The Warriors are going to go man up here as our official. I did not get the officials' names, so I can't call them by name. A better look. Not going to see what this is, but it's very clear that it was. Ooh, we're going to get an unnecessary roughness. We're going to get a 1-minute penalty. 1 minute penalty, unnecessary roughness. It could have gone either way. The Hartland. Let's zoom in. That statement from the official was knock it off. You may have heard it, you may not, but I'm going to tell you that's what he said. Lots of emotion here. Not playing for so long, and now to be out here on this Warrior field for the first time. And I didn't do the calculation, but it is well over 660 days since the Warriors played a game here on Ambrose Field. Schlackman with it there on this side. That's Rayom up top. Borskowitz back to Schlackman. Schlackman's going to fire and drill it into the back of the defender. Rebound there. Oh, good save by the tender there. Rayom had a good look at that one, folks, on the doorsteps. And Bryce Avenel, that was what Chawla was stressing in practice this week, was better rides. That Schultze is wheeling. Schultze's dropping. Dudley scoring. And a caused turnover by the Warriors on that ride leads to a Schultz to Dudley tally. Clearing so essential in the game of lacrosse. While you may always stop a team defensively, you've still got to run that gamut of getting it down to the other end and getting it a touch inside the box within the allotted time. Unfortunately for the Eagles, they were not able to accomplish that task. The Warriors found the ground ball. Schultz, Dudley, buckets. 5-2, 3:12 left here. And there's a win there by the Warriors. Tommy Campo picks up his first W in the score sheet, but here we go again. He's got to get a touch. Wonky is wheeling, and his foot is in. And that is a touch for all you novice fans out there. Got to get in that box in order to retain possession. Zachary Rivers with it behind, taking a little bit of a humbling there by number 3, Luke Bullock. My apologies for the Hartford faithful. If I do butcher any names, it is not done intentionally. 32, Schlackman with it. Josh Schlackman, sophomore, 2 big goals against HSE. Dudley behind, who had the last one. Big lineage Dudley family, as 2 brothers have come through Brother Rice and been standouts for the Warriors Lacrosse Club. Connor Borskowitz, a transfer from Wisconsin. Borshi, good back check there by Hartland. Known as Bork to his fellow teammates. I was calling him Green Bay for a while. I went with the cheese theme. Haven't really found my spot, but I think I got to go with Bork. Here's Ray Ohm, sets and fires! Bob Ray Ohm, known as Bobby Ray Ohm, sets his feet and scores and finds the back of the net. We're going to get a timeout here by the Hartland Eagles, down 6-2, and the Warriors are celebrating here, even though it's just the first quarter. But you like to see emotion from the kids. I mean, that's the most important thing, is the kids being out here. Both teams, as I mentioned, a game that everyone around the state and the Midwest wanted to see over the last 4 years, as Hartland has had some exceptional teams over the last 4 seasons, reaching the state semifinals in back-to-back years, losing a close one to Catholic Central and then an additional one to Lake Orion in 1-goal fashions. Garnett Potter was leading the squad back then. Shout out to Coach Potter. Met him, got to spend some time with him on the summer circuit a couple of years ago. A scholar and a pillar in the community in Hartland, from what I'm told. He had a couple of sons go through Hartland, go on to play Division I. I think they're still playing, actually. I didn't look at that statistic, so my apologies, folks. So Hartland's got this one today against Brother Rice, and then they come back with another big tough matchup against Brighton. I was actually out at Brighton watching Brighton and Cranbrook battle last night. So you say, what were you doing out in Brighton? I said, new head coach at Cranbrook, Mr. J.D. Hess, a good person and a good friend. Went out there to support him, and I wanted to see Coach Jim Carl's squad out there at Brighton, and they are talented as they put a hurting on the Cranes, 25-5. So Hartland with 2 back-to-back games in the column of difficulty. Shots on goal so far in this one, Warriors dominating with 14 shots to Hartland's 3. The benefit is that Hartland's 3 shots have accounted for 2 goals. It's a good look there by Carson Moynihan feeds Tommy Campo. Campo fires to Eck. Quick shot there. And there's another turnover as the Hartland struggles clearing. Continues. Another save. 2 big saves there as Bork tries to go low. And you think about the job that Bryce Avenel has done here, now facing, as I tally those 2 in, I was told there'd be no math, but that's 16 shots in the first quarter for the Warriors and only 6 goals. So a stellar, there's good defense there by the Warriors. Nate Schultz laying some lumber on the Eagle on the sideline there, causing another turnover. And the Warriors will look to get one more here with 52 seconds remaining left in. There's some wheels there. Evan DeVito finds the zone, but they've got to get a touch as Schlackman will get it. He's got to get in. He does. Evan DeVito, Division I commit to Chris Colin and the UDM Titans. As many of you know, I am the voice of the Titans as I do their games on ESPN. Here's Rayom with it. Rayom up top there. Schlackman's got room. Schlackman, another good save by Price. It's going to be a push. No, they didn't call that one. Ball is loose. 14 ticks. Hacking and whacking going on down there. Number 7, Drew Lockwood with it. 8 seconds remaining here. Step on the field. It's going to be a quick whistle. go. Here we go. 5-4. Rivers fires tough angle. The Warrior bench wanted a play and feed. Oh, Matt Losey in the game there for the end and almost had an opportunity there. He got checked just at the end, but that would have been a good opportunity. But overall for the Warriors, Coach Ajay Chawla, Mr. Paul Cosgrove, and Mr. Mark Hamilton have to be pleased with the effort as the Warriors get out of that first quarter winning 6-2. For Hartland and Coach Nick, I'd say, hey, listen, they've weathered the storm. They're only 4 goals down, and with the firepower that the Eagles have on offense, that's easily erased in a heartbeat and a half. Shots on goal, as I mentioned, if we tally that Rivers shot there, I think we're at the 17-3 tally on the shots on goal for the Warriors over the Eagles. As I mentioned, Hartland with a lot of quality players. Division I commits, Bo Lockwood, Census All-State and All-American, going to the University of Michigan next year. Cameron Dixon, number 14, will take his college career to the next level at Concordia of Ann Arbor. That goaltender, I'm going to start calling him the Anvil because Bryce Anvil has been just that, piece of iron in goal. Reminds me of Rocky IV, where Drago says he is like a piece of iron.
Bo is a junior.
Bo is a junior, so my crack staff corrects me as he will not be taking his lacrosse prowess to Ann Arbor next year. But Bryce Avidel will be going to LTU, Lawrence Technology, staying local. Evan Busby, number 22 for the Eagles, will be attending Hope. Coach Mike Shingelis up there. Yeah, that you want to talk about a good guy. Now that my friends is a quality person, a quality coach, and I had the pleasure of doing a podcast with him over the COVID experience. And we've got that's going to be a loose ball push. That's going to be Warrior ball, and that's really what Coach Cosgrove, in my numerous conversations I had with him over this week, especially after that game in Cleveland about faceoffs, is that they were not losing the faceoffs cleanly. It was more a 50-50 opportunity, and a lot of that is just effort and speed. And so you can see there as the Warriors and Mr. Sam Klein, number 33, went in there, or it was it Klein or Eck, both of them have high motors and raced over to the ball. Bork with it. Is it Bork or Borsch? Either way. Schlackman with it, got a shorty. Schlackman's got room, fire. Oh, that was a good angle from this vantage point as Josh Schlackman almost found that top corner. Dudley diving, rebound, that'll do it. Hartland wanted in the crease, but that's a tough angle for Coach Nick to see from over here as Dudley went flying through the air like a trapeze artist. Did not score, but anytime you try to make a play, loose ball, garbage goal for the Warriors, 7-2. Hartland coaches calling it a garbage goal, as I did. So we're on the same page, but hey, garbage counts as one, just as a tic-tac-toe goal. Warriors now lead 7-2 with 10:58 remaining in this beautiful afternoon here of lacrosse, going on all across the state of Michigan, by the way. So wherever you are in your local town, if you can get out a chance and support these young men who have worked extremely hard to get to this position, do so. Hartland will get possession, and very few possessions for Hartland. As I mentioned, only 3 shots for Hartland in this one. And not really what the Eagle faithful had hoped here to get the start here. But as I mentioned, powerful firepower at offense, and it can turn in an instant. Ooh, good screen there. Good screen. Why did we leave him? Gotta go. Loose ball push on Hartland as head coach Ajay Chawla appears to have called it from the sideline. He's got those kind of powers, folks. It's a high one. Schlackman will get a stick on it, but unfortunately, they'll lose it there, and that's a pass behind him. It's that man number 51 again for them is Charlie Mr. Anderson. As Anderson gets a touch, the Warriors really stepping up the defensive intensity, not allowing the Eagles to really get into any of an offensive flow so far in this one. Pushing out, you can see the offense by the Eagles starting out way higher than I think they would expect. Good take there, goes behind. 23 is that Josh Matford. Heads up, Lockwood. Yeah, you knew that was coming. You can't keep a player with the talent of Bow Nose Lacrosse Lockwood as he finds the back of the net for his second of the day to chip into the Warrior lead and make it 7-3. Always got to be careful of the high emotional outbursts. Not outbursts, I take that back. The emotional outlay on a team situation. They're going to get a jump here on, we're not sure, blue ball. Tommy Campos jumped, and it'll be another opportunity for Hartland, who, when you think about it, I think that's like 4 shots and 3 goals. So the offense efficiency is stellar. Ooh, there's a little shake and bake. Spinning, 23, ball down, laying on it. He's laying on it, folks. He will lay on it, and that'll be Warrior ball. So the lacrosse ball cannot double as a pillow, and you cannot lay on it. Klein rifling and posting it. Woo-hoo-hoo. Klein, real quickie there. Hit post, too. That's going to get all the way down here to that attackman. This is trouble for the Warriors, folks. Trouble for the Warriors, folks. And that is trouble for the Warriors. And unfortunately for the Warrior faithful, the quick shot didn't find the back of the net. It was a good shot, but the post, rebound, outlet, and giving Hartland a fast break is not something that the Warriors want to do. 7-4. I didn't see who got that one for Hartland. Anyone catch a number on that one? Couldn't see a number. Greg, 70. You get a number on that one? 70. Noah. Andrew Luck. And another win for Hartland. And so, you know, you can kind of feel the momentum. That's going to be a trip. No, I think he fell down. Hartland wanted a call. I can assume that the Hartland faithful up, and now we're going to get a throwing of a flag as well. So we're going to get a penalty on Hartland. I imagine, I'm not going to speculate, but I'm thinking he may have had some choice words. We're going to get another one here, and now the Warriors are going to be 2 men up. I got a feeling that Mr. Lockwood may have, he's going to get both, I believe. We're going to wait for our officials to saunter over and let the faithful here on the bench know.
We're not going to get a whistle. You knew that coming in. That's fine. We've got 2 penalties on the play. First, unsportsmanlike conduct, bench, 1 minute. Locked in.
Whoa. Dangerous. So we've got a trip, which is a 1-minute penalty. Then we have a unsportsmanlike on the bench, which is non-releasable. I'm imagining something was said and yelled. No, they're going to give it on the bench, actually. And the Hartland faithful, or the Hartland coaching staff are saying, how could he hear that? So we've got a bench penalty on Hartland, 1 minute non-releasable. And we've got a 1-minute trip on Mr. Bo Lockwood. So the Warriors are now going to be up 2 men for 1 minute. Rivers back behind at X. He's got one. Plonky, top shelf, and there's one. Now the Warriors can continue to score here. That first penalty will be nullified by the goal, and now the Warriors will continue with that man up for 42 seconds as the Warriors can score as many times as they can in 42 seconds for that non-releasable bench penalty on Hartland. I didn't hear what was said. I don't believe I could say it back on the air under the terms and agreements of my YouTube channel. But either way, this is a big face-off here for both teams. If the Warriors get it, here they go. Carson to Duds. 35 seconds left. Dudley with it here. Number 9 up to Rayom. Rayom, shout out to his father, SBR, Sweet Bobby Rayom, who is in Happy Valley watching his son Daniel, who is a stellar player for the Nittany Lions. So the Warriors really looking to do something here. Schlackman, he's got that low riser. I saw one in Cleveland that may have broke the atmosphere. It was low to, you go low to high, changing the plane, but this was low to high. I'm going to hit a plane. Penalty release. Rayom, bouncer. Technically, that will not be a man-up goal as the penalty was released, but Rayom is going to find the back of the net. Even strength goal for all of you keeping score at home. And the Warriors will take the lead 9-4 here. 7:16 remaining in the second. That's Rayom's second. And right on cue, as I gave a shout out to his pops out in Happy Valley, his son felt it and scored.
Bobby, way to go.
7:16 remaining here in the second. Warriors get back up by 5. So Hartland chipped in, got those 2 quickies, and then the bench penalty really took the air out of. We're going to get another. What are we going to get here? Oh, we're going to get a move. Very confusing here as the officials knew what it was, but the Warriors picked up the ball, and it was actually Tommy Campo for the Warriors who moved too quickly. And Hartland will get a touch in the zone. 25, Brendan Clemis, who scored the first goal of the game. There's a shoulder. He goes back left, firing. Nate Randall with his first save of the game. And the Warriors look to clear here. We got a man down as the Warriors will look to clear here. Joey Schmaltz, University of Detroit commit. Good clear there, and Schlackman will get in and get a touch with 6:30 remaining here in the first half. Appreciate you all tuning in today. Beautiful day, as I mentioned. Schlackman, another good save. Oh, didn't know where it was. The anvil got his big body in front of it and was able to stop that one. Another good save there. We'll see if we have saves. We got a bunch of them for the anvil. 2-9, long pole, wheeling. Anytime a long pole can shoot. Oh. Sean Ralston, anytime a long pole winds up, folks, it's edge of your seat time. 5:55 remaining here, not the 555 building in Birmingham. There's that man Lockwood again. He is a crafty one, folks. Played for Juice Cherries and Chris Garland.
There we go. Get him, mate.
Very talented. Fires. Ooh. Got a cannon. Noah Luck, I'll tell you. Reminds me of the movie Dodgeball, where Marsha Brady, she's got a cannon. Good look there by Noah Luck. And the Warriors now, we got a timeout before the loose ball push as Ajay Chawla, who is famous for his timely timeouts, gets one there with 5:16 remaining here in the first half. Warriors on top 9-4. Taking a look at the Hartland schedule. Upcoming, I mentioned that big battle against Brighton. When is that game? That game is on the 10th. No, that was supposed to be today. No, what's today? The 10th? That's the 10th. So the lax numbers is incorrect, but I believe they're playing Brighton next. And I don't really know when that game is, but I would like to attend that one. Jim Carl's got some athletes out there, and I think that is going to be a quality battle. They got Northville, then Forest Hill Central. That is their upcoming schedule. And I got to tell you, if you're gonna run the gauntlet, that's a tough schedule for Hartland. The Warriors will play this game, and then they have their second Catholic League game on Tuesday, where they will face Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Head coach Greg Bull Durham has his squad primed and ready. They got a big game going on right now, I believe on the red field or at Saline, I'm not sure. But Orchard Lake St. Mary's is battling Saline in a, for me, it was a top 5 game of the day here in the state of Michigan. Number of games going on out there today. It's so great to see, even with the ongoing pandemic, the mandatory testing that these boys are going through, and that the administrators and everybody out there they're working so hard to get, these boys a season that they missed last year. Halftime, I'm going to go through some of the 2020 Brother Rice seniors who unfortunately were unable to fulfill their lifelong dream of leading Brother Rice to a state championship. A lot of those boys, won a title as juniors, but there's something about being a senior at Brother Rice and leading your team to victory, and you learn as juniors, when you look at the schedule that Brother Rice typically schedules out of state. And so these guys are, this is a rare team and a rare senior class that are battling this for the first time. So Northville is actually next on the docket for the Eagles. There's Dudley, who's got one today. Little Dipsy Doo Duds takes one to the head. We're going to get a penalty on Hartland as Duds was swimming through the middle, and the Hartland Eagle didn't see the number. Looks like 29.
They don't have Brighton until the end of the season.
29, Sam Ralston, I think. Ralston, not on Ralston. Check that. 23. Joey Madford, no. Is it Ralston? It looks like it's Ralston. Referees have not come over there consulting, and now they make the long walk. He is not sashaying over. 2 of them. Both on the same player. No, blue 29. It's all right.
30 seconds. What number?
29.
Blue 29.
White 29.
Blue 29.
Blue 29.
Okay. First is a hold, 30 seconds. The second is a slash for 1 minute.
What to the head?
Coach Ajay Chawla questioning the head action. Everybody good? Referee. It's interesting is that it's, being an official in lacrosse is not easy. It's a very fast game, as everyone out there knows who watches, and I know that in Michigan, the shortage of officials in Michigan, it's directly related to the fact of that they really it's hard, and there's a lot of pressure, and coaches are very emotional. Here's a backside. It's going to get tipped up in the air. Dudley, they tried to skip it across. Hunter's got it there. You're going to get another timeout here for the Warriors. So the Warriors will take another timeout here. And there is 34 seconds remaining on the 1 minute penalty and 4 seconds on the other one. Little backside pass there, got deflected up into the air and came down. Coach Chawla calls the timeout here.
Getting some requests from them movie quotes.
Then he serves the 30. It's not concurrent.
That's what, a minute 30.
When the minute's over, he serves the 30.
Not concurrent, not concurrent, not concurrent.
Yeah, same player. So
1:30.
So he'll have the, so they,
Have a minute.
no, let him figure it out. So,
You're going 104 altogether?
yeah, 104 altogether, same player. Good logic by the official, as it was a little chaotic here. We got it. Yep. Coach Chawla, 104. Good job there by the official. You can tell I'm talking to the coaches. And I think what you've got here, folks, I can't be sure, but I think you've got a newer referee officialing. Didn't we have 3 referees? Now we only have 2? We appear to have. Nope, he's over there in the corner. Sorry, folks. Yeah, we got 3. Yep. You got a veteran official, I think, teaching this younger gentleman here, and more power to him. And, you know, I encourage everybody out there to take it easy on the officials, because here in the state of Michigan, we have minimal referees, and it's important that treat them with respect. They're doing the best they can. Yeah, you're going to have some good calls and some bad calls, but in the end, the ball don't lie, right? Learned that playing basketball at St. Cecilia's back in the 80s. Don't lie, ball don't lie. And so, you know, while a call here or there may make the difference, in the grand scheme of things, we need officials to be able to play. So the Warriors here, 45 seconds left on this man-up advantage. Up 9-4 with 3:38 remaining. Feed to the inside. Schlackman could not handle it, but the ball is down again, and Rivers gets clobbered. Schlackman, picked up the mail. Picked up the mail and almost found the back of the net. First varsity action by a name that many people will know. The last name McNulty, as Christian McNulty at Brother Rice is now playing crease, and he is a sophomore. Stephen McNulty, who runs the Michigan Warrior program. 37 is Christian McNulty. Shout out to Nutty. Seeing his first action at the varsity A level. It's amazing how time has flied. I feel like COVID added. Connor did not get through. And an uneventful 1 minute and 30-second opportunity for the Warriors, but the Eagles cannot do anything with it, as they're putting a lot of pressure on their defense to hold the Warriors to where they are. Rayom looking to go in, and Rayom scores! Rayom saw a little bit of a crease. Hattie, I'll meet you in Cincinnati, as Bobby Rayom, the double deuce, scores, as the Warriors will take a 10-4 lead. I don't want to say that, you know, with his father, SBR, Sweet Bobby Rayom, being out of town, that his son is performing. I'm not going to say that. That was a good goal by Bob Rayom there. He took, you know, again, it was a little delayed break, kind of little rest and relaxation going on defense, and he found a little crease and made the play. But in the end, Hartland really needs a longer possession here and give their defense a little bit of rest. That's my opinion. Obviously, they're not trying to keep the ball down in the defensive zone. It's just worked out that way. But turnovers, clears, a lot of that going on, because offensively, they've been solid. There's a quick shot there. That's going to go wide. 23, Joey Matford. So 2:09 remaining here. Look for them to play a little two-man game, and I expect that man, Bo, is going to try to take over. He does. Takes a good hit to that shot there. That ball bounced high, as Jackson Manelli causing havoc. There's a big boy, as Noah. They're going to get a flag down there. And there's a tip, and that's fires. There's a goal. Yep. And delayed penalty leads to a Hartland goal. And that was number 25, Brendan Plemis.
Slash, 1 minute.
So, little double time for the Warriors as they give up the goal, and Gavin Cochran heads to the box for a slash, and so they got a full minute on the slash. So Hartland really with an opportunity here, and I'll tell you, if they get this thing to 10-6 at the end of, what's the question? Lance? No, he could not make it. Look at one-man ride. He had troubles, and then he called an audible this morning, and he is attending, I believe, a Cathedral game with head coach Andy Gruber. So as I mentioned, Hartland with an opportunity here to cut this thing to 10-6, and I got to tell you, Coach Nick, if he goes down, he's only down 4 goals after the onslaught of shots by the Warriors. He will take that all day long and twice on Sundays. Backside here. Oh, that was pretty. We're gonna get a flag on the play here as the tables have turned. I'm not sure what the penalty was, but a nifty behind the back pass by Bo Knows Lacrosse. Lockwood. Ooh, that was an interesting call there. And they're going to come back again here. And so, as I believe, Schultz will be in the box now for another 1-minute slash, as the refs have determined to get it back into the situation of this. 1:12 remaining here. Another 1-minute penalty for the Warriors.
13, slide over. Come on now. There you go.
Not sure about that call, but the referee's on the field, as I mentioned. They're going to make the call. Another clean win there, and that's going to be a loose ball push. We got a player down. Lots of yelling. Push with possession. Not sure that one either. So the officials, again, making calls. We got an injury here is 3-2 holding his wrist. Trainer on the scene, 32 Reagan Pasby, really holding his wrist. So we got 2 men down here as the Warriors face an uphill battle to kill this one with this offensive efficiency of the Hartland Eagles. Oh, fires. That's going to be wide. That's that cannon from Noah Luck. 14 on the first, as you can see in the Brother Rice scoreboard feed. There's a man wide open. Oof. He wants that one back, folks. Brendan Plemis wants that one back as he had a great opportunity. There's a feed. He's going to get another opportunity. Oh, great save there by Nate Randall. That one was very nice and very timely. 1 second, penalty released. Warriors are back in. Plemis is going to go other side here. Feeds inside, ball down. Warriors will pick it up. And the Warriors with 16 to kill the penalty, 26 in the half. As Carson Moylanen is wheeling and dealing and getting it back behind. Warriors will kill it in 5 seconds. And that'll do it in the penalty. And the Warriors now are all even with 8 seconds remaining here in the quarter. I'll count it down for you, fine folks. 3 seconds, whistle. We've got something going on here. 3 seconds. 3 seconds remaining here, and the Warriors will have an opportunity to get one here. 3 fires, nobody there. Out, hello, horn, as John Fry catches that one on the bounce. So what an entertaining half, I would say, folks. Ebb and flow, Warriors onslaught, matched by the efficiency of the Hartland Eagles, as the Warriors will head into the halftime break, leading 10-6 here at Ambrose Field. There's going to be a lot of discussions, I believe, with both coaching staffs and the officials. So I'm not privy to that, so I can't speak to that.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yep.
we'll have some updated statistics for you. But if you need to duck out, get a cold drink, maybe take a shower if you do it quick, get back refreshed, ready to continue this lacrosse action, please do so. We're going to let it run just because we really don't have very good luck with our technology yet. We're working on it though, folks. I think this one seems fine. We've been getting positive feedback in terms of it being clean. Obviously, we'd want to zoom in. We went to the app to use the camera, and that's what kicked us off originally. So, you know, it's what are you going to do, right? Lap of love. Statistics in this one by our crack statistician, Mr. Greg Everly, scholar, gentleman, and pillar in the community. Shots, we're looking at, I'm going to try and figure this out, but I'm going to say it is 23 for the Warriors and 11 shots for the Hartland Eagles. So, you know, you put up 24 shots in the game, you get 10 goals, you know, 40% is what you're looking for. So, you know, a great job by the Hartland goaltender, the Anvil, to keep them in this. And it's only a 4-goal game, and you can see how quickly Hartland scores goals. Yeah, we're going to go live. We can always go dead air. What's the difference? I'm not sure if we could pause, but we're not going to. I'll continue to talk. We take a look at really the Midwest standings, not standings, but really the Midwest rankings that we like to take a look at. And, you know, it's a difficult year to gauge teams in the collective Midwest because you've got such differences in the start dates of each of the states. Typically, by this point, as we sit here, you know, midway through April, you'd have a real good indication of, you know, who's what. You know, but now with, you know, Michigan, you know, again, Ohio was the leader. Ohio and Indiana really started early, beginning of March, and you know, they had 5 games in before we even started, 4 or 5 games. You've got Michigan that started late March and then went on spring break, and so that caused a little chaos there. You've got Indiana started early, so they're in midstream. You've got the state of Illinois, which is just starting back up again. They started practice last week, so you know, quality teams such as New Trier and Loyola Academy just getting going. And you know, you just don't know. Typically, Brother Rice will schedule, you know, try to schedule the top teams in the Midwest. And this year was hectic and chaotic because, you know, trying to schedule a game, you know, whenever, right? You look back and say, you know, typically we'd have the schedule done by at the latest Christmas sometimes, but you just never know. And this year it's been, I mean, it's still a work in progress. It's a fluid situation with every scheduling because you've got the COVID factor out there. Here in Michigan, we're testing weekly all the spring athletes based on the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services recommendation accepted by the MHSAA. And, you know, it's you know, it needs to be done, especially when you see the rise in cases here in the state of Michigan. But other states, we were down at, as I mentioned, in Cleveland, and you know, it's just different, and every state is going to be different based on what's going on and based on their, you know, the government and their decisions on what their health experts determine. But if we look at preseason, so I'm gonna jump in the time capsule and back up here, and the preseason rankings that I use, you know, you've got a number of publications out there that try to, they do put out, you know, rankings in the Midwest, and you know, the Midwest has always struggled with, you know, really getting that media attention. They've taken a backseat to the East Coast, and for good reason. You know, lacrosse was founded and really started in the East Coast. It's ingrained in those kids, and the Midwest is always playing catch up. COVID didn't help here in the state of Michigan, you know, but you look at Ohio, and Ohio has just got, you know, a number of strong programs. They are one that jumps out to me when I look at the increase in talent school by school. I think when you look at the top of the heap of the top teams in each state. When you look at the Brother Rices and the Hartlands and the Catholic Centrals, and you match them up against the Upper Arlingtons and the St. Xavier's of Ohio, and also the Jerome Dublin this year is phenomenal. Dublin Jerome, and Indiana with Cathedral and Hamilton Southeast. Those teams are all very competitive, and it's when you take a look down the list and you look at some of those mid-tier schools and where they are in terms of the growth of the game and the talent level is really what you want to focus on, right? I mean, you can say, yeah, we got two or three great teams in our state, but is it really growing the game? Is it really doing what we all hope it does? And that's, grow a game that we all enjoy so much. And COVID, the pandemic that we're facing here is taking its toll here in Michigan. When I look around at our state here in Michigan, that you got a lot of JV programs that don't have enough kids. We missed an entire year, 656 days from Brother Rice winning the state championship in 2019 on June 8th, I believe it was, to the first game against HSE, which was March 26th. And you got kids that just doing something else or don't want to play, and coaches, and you look at the female, the women's, the girls game. Looking for coaches out there too, and the official shortage that I mentioned. So, not to be doom and gloom, but just to hit a reset here on lacrosse, it's important that if you love the game, support the game as best as you can. Encourage your kids, get involved, coach, officiate. I mean, that's the best way to do it. Any young guys out there that want to pick up some extra dollars on the weekend, learn this. I mean, in the state of Michigan particularly, and I know in other states too, this is exercise, sun. Yeah, you're going to take some heat, but if you're a sports person and you realize that it's not personal, it's the passion of the game. You can pick up 2 and 3 games in a day, and you're beat, and you collected some cash. So taking a look at the preseason rankings, which is done by, and I rely on this gentleman, and if you are a avid lacrosse fan in the Midwest, the One Man Ride podcast, Michael Ward, he was supposed to be in the house today, but he threw an audible at us. I don't know what that meant, but he didn't, and he's not here. But his podcast, and you can follow him on Twitter at One Man Ride. But he is a guy that I value and I respect when you look at rankings, because here's a guy dedicated to the game and the Midwest that goes out. I mean, this guy, I don't know. I hope he doesn't have a lease on his car, because he is driving. He is down in Cincinnati. He was down at Cincinnati yesterday with St. Xavier of Cincinnati facing Dublin Jerome in Dublin Jerome in an epic tilt in Ohio last night. So he was there. He was going to come here today, but instead I think he may have stayed in Cincinnati, or no, he's seeing Cathedral play today. So multiple states. If you look at the preseason, he had Brother Rice listed at the top with Loyola, Cincinnati St. X, MICDS, New Trier, Upper Arlington, Cathedral, Catholic Central, and then St. Margaret in Minnesota. Not a lot of talk about the state of Minnesota, and they've got a lot of quality players up there as well. That was the preseason when you really didn't know anything, right? It's just a guess, based on your knowledge of sophomores who were turning into seniors at that point in time. But he's had a decent handle on things now, and he just released, that was his number 3 podcast, I believe, his 3rd podcast, where he released his new rankings, where taking a look at Louisville St. X at the top of the chart. And people say, well, Louisville, is that the Midwest? Well, yeah, we're going to call it the Midwest. They do a nice job down there. And then next on the list, we've got Dublin Jerome, the before-mentioned Dublin Jerome, 5-0, putting up a ton of goals. Average goal score has got to be mid-teens, I know that. And then rounding out the list, you've got Brother Rice, HSE, Loyola, St. Margaret, MICDIS, Catholic Central, round out the top 10. That will change. This was released before Brother Rice's loss to St. Ignatius. So, well, I killed that time for you folks. Hopefully you enjoyed it, because we are back in action. That went pretty quick. I mean, when you consistently talk, the time really does fly. Now your legs start to hurt when you have to stand up, but we got to pay the price. So here we are at the X. Warriors now 10-6, and how are we going to start? White ball, a lot of talk from the official, something about rolling a body. It didn't sound great. He's going to get a touch. And that's Mr. Klein up to Mr. Schlackman. We good?
25 live.
All right, we're good. So Warriors 10-6 to start the half. They will get the first possession. That is Luke Dudley with it in the back corner. Warriors with a different look here, it appears, as Dudley is going to fire, which is fine. It's a good shot as they have backup. A lot about lacrosse is shooting the ball, and you know, you really don't want it to go into the goalie's stick. And if it goes beyond, then you got backup and they get the ball again. Bork with it. Fire, Schlackman. It's that high riser again. That'll find a permanent spot stuck in the fence, as that was saved by the fence from cascading into the wilderness, which is Marion Field. 10:48 remaining here in the third quarter. Ball down over there. That's 2-2 Bobby Rayome, who is Hattie, meet me in Cincinnati, hat trick. He's going again. Bobby, little high heat there on the run. As I mentioned, Bobby's older brother, Daniel, at Penn State. Older brother, Liam, was at Mercyhurst. He's a guy. Errant pass will find its way into the Hartland faithful in the stands. I couldn't tell on that side of the field if it was an errant pass or just too much heat on it for Mr. Rayome to corral it. Hartland bucking for a slash call on that. And the Hartland coach smartly says, support your team. And here we go with this high-powered Hartland offense. We got nobody on the field here as there's some confusion on the Warrior defensive. Schlackman stuck out there, and that's a problem. Joey Matford went high and wide. Up top, that's a problem. Fires. Clemens, he likes that spot up there. Bo wanted to go, and the ref said no. I'm like Dr. Seuss. Ball down there. Good poke check there. I believe that's Carson Moylan. Carson played a very good game. It's interesting. I was talking about Carson this morning. I texted his dad, and I said, hey, how's Carson doing? I wasn't sure if he was committed anywhere, which is the reason for the call, because I felt he was, and he is not. So that is make a mental note for all you college coaches out there who may be tuning in. Warriors got to go here. As a long pass. Hunter will not get it. Are they going to get away with it? And the Warriors catch a break, as that would have been a problem for them to get a touch. But the ball cascaded off a Warrior and picked up by Johnny on the spot. Bork. This game is kind of settled in a little bit here to a flow where it's not as Rivers goes back behind to Dudley. You can kind of see teams are really now settled in with what they're trying to do. Duds. Good save there by the Anvil. His name is Bork. So Bork back behind is Schlackman working on a pole. Josh Schlackman turning. Oh, that was pretty. Josh Schlackman turned the corner on a pole, got his hands free, and number 3-2 starts the scoring off in the second half here and gives the Warriors an 11-6 lead. Ball's on the end line. I am not in charge of that.
He's coming right now. If you just calm
Face off. 11-6. Orange and black. United we stand. Ball is down. Here's that 50-50 I talked about. Who wants it? And that is going to be Nate. Schultz. Schultz. Careful. That's what I said. I said, relax and slow down.
Hey, the 21's your guy, Jackson. Jackson, 21.
So the Warriors get the face-off ground ball. That hard work for the ground ball goes for naught. And now the Warriors are going to ride. The Warriors are riding. Hit them, and the ball is down. What? Now that is going to be an interesting call. That is, I'm not sure what that call is going to be because there really wasn't anything there. It wasn't a push. It wasn't a hit. He's going to give him an elbow.
Go D.
2-3, slide over towards the table.
The Hartland faithful.
White, 2-3. Illegal body check. 1 minute.
That is extremely confusing, but like we said earlier, you got to do what you got distance traveled. The official has turned into Google Maps, and the distance traveled came into play for some reason. So illegal body check by the Warriors puts Hartland back on the offensive, and they stopped him last time, and it's ever so dangerous to stop this team twice on a man up, and especially when they look to this guy. Oh, outside post, and the Warriors are going to get there first. So the Warriors, as Bo Lockwood found space, tried to go on the inside. We got whistles and chaos.
Hey, we don't want to get hurt. Right here. Stay. Come with him. Wider. Just hang out 12 here.
So a whistle and then a restart. Good little shake up there as Ben Eck with a one-man clear, just like the one-man ride. So Ben Eck really showing that spunk and that motor that the Warriors needed. You know, a tough loss injury front to Rory Everly. Penalty now is released, and the man is stepping on, which is Schlackman, and the Warriors are back full strength. So, you know, it's got to be encouraging for the Warriors to little fee that was not a little low there as they were looking for Bork, and just as quickly as the Warriors killed it, they then turn it back over, and now the Warriors are scrambling to get back. 66 is running off, and that's a problem. Oh, fires high. That's that Charlie Mr. Anderson. Fires it high there. 66, Joe Waiter was trucking out, but here is the guy. And this is a key matchup here. Here comes the double. Somebody's open. Feeds it backside. That's what the Warriors want to do. They got to get the ball out of Bo's hands. That's a problem. Oh, nice little move there inside. And you get another flag. Warriors seem to have a propensity for finding their way into the penalty box today. That matchup down below, number 2 for Hartland, Bo Lockwood, going up against number 19 of the Warriors, Evan DeVito, is one that pundits talked about leading into this game. And by pundits, I mean myself.
44. Slide down. Hey, slide down by the table.
Gavin Cochran finds his way into the box. That's his second penalty of the day, I believe. favorite number 44 of all time. I'm going to say George Gervin of the San Antonio Spurs. The Iceman. Iceman, yep. Fires. That is long range. Overhand there from Joey Maddord. 2 is Lockwood. They're going to get something going here. Oh, a bull on the inside. Ooh, good defense there. He's in the crease. Nice job. As Schultz giving up about 168 pounds to Mr. Noah Locke. Was the right position, and Locke found his way, unluckily, into the crease. He's your private dancer. Bobby Rayom now has got it. Nice job by the Warriors. I got to tell you, effort is very, very there as the Warriors are going to try to kill this penalty. Somebody's got to help. Look at the clock. 10 seconds on the clock. I always love when players count to the table, even if it's right in front of them.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And the Warriors kill another penalty. That is 2 in a row for the Warriors against that high-powered Eagle offense. The temperatures here on the field are clipping around low 70s. Thank goodness for the breeze. Oh, hello, Mr. Rayon. No, I'm sorry, that was Schlackman, right-handed. Schlackman goes right-handed. Oh, and now Coach Charla is going to get a penalty. This FAR official is calling a lot of things. I'm not sure, but goal is good by Schlackman. Conduct white. Coach Charla, he was falling down. So the Warriors are going to go down a man. Nope, no, just conduct. So no penalty. Is it a penalty? Let's see. No one's in the box. They just gave him the ball. 12-6 Warriors here. Let's see, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, so it's just they just gave him the ball. It's very confusing. But what are you going to do here? Watch this matchup, folks. 2 on 19. Lockwood DeVito. That's going to be a legal screen. Cannot do that, and that's going to be a turnover for Hartland. As whenever you want to set a screen, just like basketball. Ooh, that is a wicked slash there. No call. There's another one. Right on the cross. Lots of chit-chatter going on out there, folks. Not for the faint of heart. Coach Nick is on the field, which seems to be okay. I don't know why. 3:48 remaining here in the third in a very spirited lacrosse game in the state of Michigan. I am John Losey. I appreciate you tuning in here. There's a good move there. Double, fire backside. Boers. Uh-oh, Dudley. Whoa, he got held there. That was interesting in itself. As 3:23, and look out, here they come. So we got a pull there with it, and that's going to be a turnover here as, good pickup there. Carson Moylan really played well today, folks. Got to get a touch, and he does. Wow. A+ effort today by Carson Moylan, and it must have been the text to his dad I gave him this morning. 2:58 remaining here. Another turnover by Hartland leads to Warriors possession, and they are up 6, looking to take their time here. At least that would be my opinion and what I would do. See a little fatigue maybe setting in. This turf is hot. Rayom's got 4. He's just firing. He's feeling it. You can see a lot of the Hartland players hand on hips, heat, emotion, and no question. I mean, both teams, have only been playing for just 2.5 weeks. There's Rivers. Rivers, that patented sky hook. I believe it's more Magic Johnson than it is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem was the sky hook. That is more the jump hook. And Dudley, whoa! That's a tough angle by Mr. Luke Dudleys. And things have turned in the Warriors' favor here. And I got to tell you, it's a situation where, Hartland's offense has been efficient, right? But not, I mean, if we had possessions, I don't think our statistician, Greg Everly, is keeping time of possession, is he? That would be difficult to do, wouldn't it? So Greg Everly doing a great job, but time of possession is much too hard to do when you have a pencil and paper and you're at a table on the ground. But the the time of possession has got to just dominate for the Warriors in this one. And, face-offs, Tommy Campos has done a nice job. Ooh, dangerous. It's always fun to watch the, great face-off kids out there get the face-off, and then you got to wait for that pass. Are they going to get it to somebody else, or is it going to, unfortunately, find its way out of bounds? Judge is going. I mean, Judge is just going and taking hits. He is a tough kid, I'll tell you. He was on the Brother Rice State Championship hockey team. So now we got Eck up top. And here comes Tommy Campo with a nice win on the faceoff there. And now the Warriors will set up shop in the offensive zone. There's a good time for Bork to go. He has been relatively quiet until now. Oh, what a save! That one sure looked like it was in. The referee was there. That'll be fascinating. I'm sure you guys couldn't see because we got the long angle here with nothing. There's got trouble here. You got to be careful. Stop complaining. And he missed it. I think Tommy Coons, who is in goal now for the Warriors, got a piece of that one at point blank. And the Warriors, a flag down. It's going to be on Hartland. This could be a makeup call for either the lost goal or Raiders of the Lost Ark. What a 1 minute slash. 1 minute slash. Lockwood will find his way into the box for the second time today, as Bo Lockwood will sit down for 1 minute. And you could see some frustration, I think, a little bit on Hartland so far. They got to keep it together. 13-6 with that offense. But it can be frustrating when the ball is in the offensive zone, in the other opposite zone for the majority of the game, which is what we're facing here if you're a Hartland Eagle fan. 45 seconds, now down to 40. We got 52 on the penalty, so the Warriors could hold for one and take it over, but not much time if they wanted to carry the ball over into the next quarter. Bobby Rayome has got 3 on the day. Bork, as I mentioned, we thought he scored on the last one, but he did not. Feed inside. Goal! Great feed by Borsch. Finds that man, Lucas Dudley. And Dudley picks up his third of the day. Hattie, meet me in Cincinnati. So the Warriors have exploded here in the third and outscored the Hartland Eagles 4-0 as halftime was 10-6, and now the Warriors lead at 14-6 with 20.8 seconds remaining. Number 66, Noah Wader, is in the game, and now 32. Stop, collaborate, and listen. Little vanilla ice for your listening pleasure. 15 seconds, let a ball down there. More good defense. Hey, that man again, I'm telling you. I don't know, more whistles and chaos. Interference, Warrior ball with 10 seconds left here in the quarter. And I got to tell you, the Losey's locker room player of the game right now is a tough battle. 10 seconds, long pass, that's coming right at me, and I won't catch it. 4, 3, 2, 1. I got to start warning our viewers because we could have a lawsuit for hearing impairment on our broadcast. So the Warriors extend their lead 14-6. Shots on goal, not sure. Our correct staff. It's actually the Everly team, the Wonder Twin Powers, activate, form of statistician, shape of a great, great person. As I mentioned, the Warriors will be back in action on Tuesday against Orchard Lake St. Mary's. And then they will travel back to Indiana Tech, where they will face Cathedral. The Irish, led by head coach Andy Gruber, are playing today. Shots.
Okay, thank you.
Shots in that quarter was very consistent. It was 6 for Hartland and 4 for the Warriors that quarter. 8-6, Warriors outshot them and outscored them 4-0. So that offensive efficiency flipped from the Eagles to the Warriors in that quarter, as the Warriors went 50% on their shots, where Hartland, on the other hand, went to 0 for 6. Oops. We've got issues on grease balls. We're going to have to maybe hold a raffle, or we're going to have to get a candy drive to get some new balls for balls. Coach Chawla making a mental note to break out new balls for games. And a good win there for Hartland at the X. And now there is that man, bowling. Coach Chawla, very active today. Good look there, backside. Warriors defense has played very well today. They're moving Bo around because they got to get him a matchup he likes. He wants no part of DeVito. Here comes the double save there. Tommy Coons there. Schultz picks it up, and you can see that the Warriors there, good play by Schultz, ground ball, pulled it back, got it to Coons, good save by Coons. And you can see that Bo now has moved to midi as he wants no part of Evan DeVito. And DeVito's going to go. DeVito's firing. There we go, long pole, got to sit up in your seats. Ow, my legs. 10:58 remaining here.
Way to go, Jackson.
Warriors behind at X. Big slash there. Heard it from up here. It's a pass behind by McNulty. And Coach Stephen McNulty's son, Christian, is going to get tagged with the turnover, but the Eagles give it back again, and there's a little skipper inside. McNulty gets drilled with possession, and that's what he's in there to do. Push with possession. It'll be 1 minute. Push with possession for the Warriors. So the Warriors, Zach Dixon will feel shame in the box for this 1 minute penalty. And the Warriors look to add to their 14-6 lead right now. Hartland looking to kill this one off, but the Warriors have picked up their offensive efficiency, as I mentioned, going 50% in that quarter. Backside to Rayom, goes back. It's Bork is known. Bork over to Schlackman, who had a nice right-handed goal. Love to see that offhand. Makes him ever so dangerous. Rayom's got room. Oh, good back check there. Going low, a little windy. Get that off a smidge quicker. 2-2. 9:59. We are under 10 minutes left in this one. Rayom Dudley. Bork's got it. Connor Bork. And Bork scores to increase the Warrior lead now to 15-6. Untimely penalty for Hartland in the grand scheme of things here in this game. We're going to get a goalie change as well, as that's a great call by head coach Nick, as he makes the call to change the goaltender. He's been getting shelled, and it really is just a situation where you got a kid out there who's played well. I mean, you look at that first quarter, as I mentioned a couple of times, where the Warriors, outshot Hartland by a ton, and if it wasn't for him, this game might be worse than it is right now. So Evan Phillips is seeing game action in this one here as he comes in to try to put the clamps on the Warriors. Matt Losey checks into the game, number 11 now, and it seems that Hartland is making some changes here on both sides of the ball. And the Warriors getting some newer guys in, maybe to get a rest here or there, but back behind. Oh, now he's going to come. Now we get a Ward. Fascinating. Coach Chall has been asking for a Ward the entire game. Get back, get back. Warrior ball. Hunter. Turnover. Hunter trying to ride. And the Eagles now will set up with 8:51 remaining. There's a feed in the inside. That's a problem. Oh, hello, Tommy Coons. How you like me now, Tommy Coons, as now the Warrior goaltending tandem. Uh-oh, that's trouble as Tommy was out. Good defense there by Gavin Cochran, who has stepped in really, really well, done a nice job as we lost Quentin Callio to an injury in the opening game. He's a Division I commit, one of the 4 that the Warriors are missing here today. 4 Division I commitments on the sidelines, injured reserve, led by Paul Fortino, who is committed to Penn to play his lacrosse. Quentin Callio, I mentioned, Sacred Heart. Lance Williams was a late scratch. He'll be attending Ignatius, and he really was the best player on the field down in Cleveland for the Warriors. Great speed he showed, and he was a difference maker down there, and so that was a tough loss as we were driving over here. There's Lockwood. He's going to fire it left-handed. Another good defense again. Warriors have, Lockwood's gotten loose a couple of times, but for the most part, they have.
Backside!
Hartland backside. Don't hold the cutter, the official says. Noah hits the post. Ball down, another 50-50. Look at that ground ball. Warriors pick up the ground ball.
Don't get back, kid.
And there's a bouncer as Schultz. That was not ideal. And that's what you sometimes with those poles that are moving 100 miles an hour. There's a good look there in the middle. Good look by the pole, but not corralled by the Joey Manford. And now we're just kind of throwing it around a little bit here. Timeout by somebody. A timeout as the Warrior fans were very close to the ball and wanted that one. You got 6:53 remaining here. And that, good catch there. So while he caught that, he missed the first one, he makes up for it with a stellar grab. Lockwood's got trouble. And there's Lockwood with a goal in the fast break. So an interesting call by the official is it seemed the Warrior faithful thought that ball should have gone to the Warriors, did not. And the Eagles and Bo Lockwood make them pay and chop the lead to 15-7. Mother's Day right around the corner, folks, so make sure you get out there and get something for your moms, your brides, whoever that may be, so that they do not feel left out at this Mother's Day. Make it a hallmark Valentine's Day A new lacrosse stick is always a good idea. Look at this. Oh, Fogo goal. You got a Tommy Campo goal. Whenever you get a Fogo goal, I think you get a free bowl of soup, I believe. Every time a Fogo scores, you get a free bowl of soup. Big fan of chicken noodle at Outback last night. Very tasty. They've got the tortilla soup with the tortillas and the cheese. Always a fan favorite. So Tommy Campo gets the goal right back as Bo Lockwood scored. Tommy Campo finds room and makes a great shot to put the lead back up to 16-7. Clean win there by Hartland. Reagan Plashby's done a nice job today at the X, but a lot of the losses have come just really in terms of a scramble. No touch for Hartland, and that'll be a turnover for the Eagles.
Except for me.
And the Warriors now will set up in the offensive zone, leading 16-7. Sorry, check that.
Come on, you finish it!
Let's go, Barb. Hey, give it a 4-2.
Sure. Starters still in there for the Warriors, leading 16-7 with 5 minutes left. That's Christian McNulty. Good look there. Oh, Hunter could not come up with it. Now they hunt for the ball. The hunt for Red October. Ball is being kicked. Uh-oh, that's a problem. Oh, jeez, oh, Pete's. As there is a Malachi crunch. And now, as that was unfortunate, as it was really 3 players colliding at the same time. I didn't see that was malicious or cheap in any way. That's my opinion, but let's just hope Bo is okay. Dangerous games when these athletes are moving so quickly. That is, concerning. So 5:33 remaining here. Everyone is taking a knee and saying good wishes to Bo Lockwood that he's okay. He's getting up to his feet here. He believes he is under his own recognizances. 2-minute non-releasable for the Warriors.
4-5.
And so the Warriors, Clay Karcher will come off and he will have a 2-minute non-releasable. Can't really determine, we'd have to see that one again.
Right here.
Clay Karcher will go to the box for 2 minutes. Non-releasable penalty. Flag is still on the field over there. Someone needs to pick that up. And the Warriors will need to kill off 2 minutes here of a non-releasable. And with that offense, you don't want to give anyone any daylight in these types of situations. You've seen way too much in the game of lacrosse where something like that occurs. And, it's again, kids moving fast. It wasn't intentional, but obviously playing aggressive. So there's gonna be. I got a feeling we might get some chirping, and I hope we don't, because I don't think it was intentional. And the game has been very clean, and hopefully the coaches and the players just. There's a look right there. Oh, look at that. Boy, Tommy Coons, another good save by Tommy Coons. That's 2 point blank. And now we got inside. No, that'll be wide as Tommy Coons is displaying the prowess that will send him to Canisius next season to be a member of the Canisius squad. Bo Lockwood back in. Good feed. That did not get through. Ball down. Got Schultz going after it again. Ball down in the corner. Warriors will come up with it. He can just not throw it to the middle. That would not be a good thing. It hit blue. He's going to get corrected. The official on the far side was going to give it to.
White ball. White ball. Schultz.
Coach Nick lobbying for Nick is lobbying for that ref to make the call, but I don't think that he realizes that. Yeah, it's white ball. So a gift on an alternate possession call, as there was confusion, but that ball was clearly off of deflection of the Hartland player, and now Eck is going to get drilled. He's going to pick it up. Timeout by Coach Chawla, and a very opportune timeout as the Warriors are trying to kill off this 53-second remaining penalty. 16-8. We've got a Hartland player giving his heart out there. Brendan Plymouth twisted an ankle. And it was good to see Bo Lockwood back on the field there for that possession. And he made a feed. It was deflected and tipped. And so now, as I said, this one just needs to, let's control ourselves. Emotions can run high, as we've said. But let's finish this with some class, everybody.
Yeah. Kyle! Trainer! Kyle!
Hey, do we have a trainer?
Where's Kyle at? Yeah, he's here.
So the Warriors
Yeah, he's watching the game.
are going to take the lead here.
Yes.
And a lot of angry bitterness here by Heartland. Trainer is on site. He's coming.
He's here.
And so in other action across the state today,
I got it.
Ann Arbor Pioneer is facing
I understand.
University of Detroit Jesuit.
Hey, ref.
Birmingham De La Salle also today. Cass Tech and Chippewa Valley face off. DeWitt is playing Pinckney.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Farmington and Schwartz Creek battle. Trainer now is running on as the Heartland coach is very, very upset about the trainer not being at his disposal. 4:25 remaining in this one. Oh, I guess I got to move this thing. It doesn't move by itself, folks. That is Klein running fast. Klein's in. Feeds Dudley, and that's a goal. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Zach Rivers. Check that. 5 alive. Zach Rivers scores, and the Warriors score man down and lead now 17-8.
Carter. 45. You got to slide over near the table.
Clay Karcher with 42 seconds remaining on his penalty. Christian McNulty has his own built-in fan club as he plays on the varsity orange team, or did, and was moved up recently. And so his fellow teammates here to cheer on the young McNulty. He is a sophomore. Sophomore. I always liked Keith Jackson was always the best, right? Keith Jackson. Sophomore. Van Eck. Oh, good save. Up, didn't get through. But it looked like it would have been a good save. 29 there for. Sorry about that. Going here. Feeds Lockwood too high for Bo Lockwood. Picked up by Tommy Coons. Lockwood slips. 9 seconds. Coons goes back to Cochran. Cochran over to that man, DeVito. And so DeVito is wheeling. DeVito takes a hit, actually gave the hit, and a little celebratory here by the Warriors. And this is where it kind of gets a little chippy. I would prefer the clock just to run out as Matt Losey, number 11, checking in for the Warriors. So it's 3:10 remaining in this one. Warriors lead, feed. Oh, he was open. Matt Losey with it. Losey back behind. Losey feed up, hit Schlackman, who couldn't handle it. Errant pass, and that will trickle out of bounds. It hit again, there we go. He changed the call. You got to give him at least a second to calibrate what's going on. Feed up top here to Bork. Bork's got a shorty on him. Nope, he's got a pole on him, so that should have been the other way around matchup. Here comes a double. Somebody's open. Somebody's open. Somebody's open. Goes high there, Hunter. Little slipsy-doo-doo, and that skips away. Ball loose. Tip to the corner. That's going to be, should be interference. That should be interference, but it won't be. And the Warriors turn it over with 2:31 remaining here at the 2:30 mark. Luke Dudley there back behind. Now there's a feed. Skipping. Should be Warriors. Good push. Noah got, oh, we're going to, it's, oh, it goes right to the head. That's 2, 3, 4 shots to the head. As Noah, that's well, this is cool, and that was what I was afraid of, folks. As Noah Locke consistently with 4 shots to the head, and good restraint by Joey Schmaltz, which is great to see from Joey, but he seems to be walking this way, complaining about a penalty. Joey typically would be the one on the other end of that, but he has matured greatly.
You got the penalty. You don't have to talk. Hey, listen. You got the
Teaching lessons by everybody here as the officials are going to calibrate what this is going to be. Hold on.
Yeah, you got the penalty. So you turn around and you walk.
And the officials now are going to collaborate and determine what this is going to be, because really you had the original, then you had another one, and then you probably had another one on top of it. So I'm going to guess that you're going to see 2 and then 1.
7-0. Cross check to the head. 3 minutes, full time.
So that'll be the game for Noah Luck.
Conduct foul for 30 seconds, which will give the ball to White. I've got White 1-2 unsportsmanlike 1 minute full time. Hey, we gotta keep the ball.
That was a lot of work here, and our crack statistician, it's going to be a lot of work for our stellar athletic director, Jeff Calcaterra.
Joey, 12, get down. Slide down to the table.
Hey, we're gonna have to stay down low.
So we're going to be all even right now for 1 minute. 1 minute remaining here. And this is where it gets a little chippy, emotions running high, but everyone needs to stay cool in the summer heat. It's not summer though. Bork has got it. He's going to try and probably kill off a minute or look for something, and then the Warriors will be man up. Oh, as Christian McNulty had broken free, and we got balls down, loose ball push. McNulty goes flying, and the Warriors will take it back over as McNulty. Loose ball push. McNulty went flying. Back behind is Schlackman, and there's 34 seconds remaining left in the first penalty. 1:44 in the game. The Warriors are looking to salt this one away, I would assume, as the time ticks. Dudley is going to fire. Not sure that was what they wanted. Oh, a feed. Good look. Good catch there by number 3 by the Hartland Eagles. Luke Bullets. Tommy Coons. Oh, good rebound. Oh, is Bullets. Oh, and another one in a post. That's 3 in a row. Tommy Coons has played outstanding in the second half. Long pass coming here to McNulty. McNulty's got it. McNulty fires. Oh, Dudley had it. Now McNulty, and now a turnover. This is where it's going to get a little chippy.
1 minute.
Warriors are man up. Warriors are man up, and the ball is cascading. That's Petrosani. Petrosani's rolling. The kids call him Tro, and Tro gets a ground ball, and there's a hit. McNulty is like a pinball out there, folks, bouncing from bumper to bumper. Spent more time on the ground than standing up. He's also drawn 2 penalties. 26 seconds remaining here in this one. The Warriors are going to move to 3-1 on the season. Number 42 in the game. I've got to go to my book.
Don't do that.
And we're going to get another penalty on the Warriors as DeVito DeVito's just getting tired of Lockwood and finally just falls down on him. So I got to say that was a situation where Evan DeVito has been chasing that quality player, Bo Lockwood, all day. He got tired and fell down on top of him. So 11 seconds left in this one. Jeff Calcaterra, always the professional, puts it on the clock. Now, people, buck your ears because earmuffs, because the horn's coming. Horn is coming back up top. Nobody there on the backside is 7. And there's the horn. And the Warriors stream onto the field and will walk out of here with a 17-8 victory. And it was really kind of what the doctor ordered, I think, for the Warriors. A lot of emotion. They got outworked a lot in the game in Cleveland against St. Ignatius. And the Warriors took that to heart, even with the loss of Lance Williams on the way to the game, or I found out about it on the way to the game. So the Warriors will move, as I said, to 3-1. They will be back in action on Tuesday, where they face Orchard Lake St. Mary's in a Catholic League event. I am your host, John Losey. I appreciate everyone joining me. Thank you for bearing with us with the technical issues. Eventually, we're going to get it right. If you would, before you check out, please subscribe to my channel. If I can get up to 1,000 subscribers, I can do this on my phone and we'll never have a technology issue again.
We love you.
I appreciate it. God bless you. Have a great weekend and stay safe. Wear your mask and take care, everybody.
All right.
Hey, listen, everyone stop. Everyone stop.